What's up, my fellow tunologists? Welcome back to another video. First things first, y'all know the deal. Thank you for clicking on the video, giving me your time, checking this out. I genuinely appreciate it. But you read that title, you know what you're here for. I am finna give you guys some unpopular opinions that I have about cartoons. And listen, I'm touching all bases. Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney, Adult Swim, more adult cartoons, everything. I'm hitting all of that. So we finna rock out. But before I get into it, just remember, these are my opinions. What I say isn't set in stone, and you don't have to feel the same way I do. Oh yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as that really helps the channel out. But let's get into my first unpopular opinion. I'm going to get a heavy hitter out of the way, and I know so many of y'all are finna be upset, but I don't care. I like Korra more than Aang. I don't give a damn what none of y'all finna talk about. I think Korra is cooler than Aang. I think she's more dope than Aang. I think she's more awesome than Aang. Korra is so tough to me, bruh. I think she's just a hardcore, badass, 10 toes down female. And don't get me wrong, this is not me saying I hate Aang or I dislike Aang or I don't think he's cool. I do love Aang. I just love Korra a bit more. I like the spunky, hothead, rambunctious attitude and demeanor she comes with. Then I also prefer the fact that she's not a pacifist. I ain't gonna lie, Aang not wanting to fight and not wanting to kill people, oh my god, okay, cool. But Korra really bout that action, and that's what I like about her. If you follow me on Instagram, then you already know I will always be a Korra defender to the day I die. And don't be in my comments calling her a bad avatar, because she's not, and if y'all start it, I will make a separate video about it. Next unpopular cartoon opinion I have is that I think TMNT 2012 is better than TMNT 2003. And here's the thing about that. TMNT 2003 is the Ninja Turtle series that I grew up on. Those are my OGs. Everything I know about the Ninja Turtles comes from the 2003 series. I will always love and respect it. It's my second favorite, but TMNT 2012 is just better. Better action, better story moments, better characterization. The art style and animation is also better in my opinion, because I ain't gonna lie, there's some shots of the Ninja Turtles in the 2012 series that looks so good. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like a lot of people only say TMNT 2003 is the best one because that's the one they grew up on, so there's a lot of nostalgia blinding. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, upon rewatch, TMNT 2003 is still good, it's still great, it holds up, but it ain't hitting like 2012. I'm just being real. But that's just my opinion. If you disagree, that's fine. Third unpopular opinion I'd like to throw out there is that I wholeheartedly and genuinely feel like Rugrats is better than SpongeBob. Here's my mindset with that, right? With SpongeBob, I'm gonna be so real. I only like the first 4 to 5 seasons of the series. And I'm not saying that SpongeBob is bad moving forward or even now, because I haven't watched it to give that opinion. But I checked out of SpongeBob around 4 or 5-ish, seasons 4 or 5-ish. After a while, the sponge just didn't appeal to me anymore. But when it comes to Rugrats, I can lock into any episode of Rugrats from the first episode to All Grown Ups last and be entertained through and through all the way the entire time. I never tapped out of Rugrats. I never stopped watching Rugrats after a certain point, or there's a bunch of episodes where I'm like, you know, I'm not feeling this. I think Rugrats is just better than SpongeBob, bro. I think it's, I was about to say I think it's funnier, but I don't know. Early SpongeBob funny as hell. Here's a second point to that unpopular opinion. I think the Rugrats movies are better than SpongeBob's. All 3 of the Rugrats movies, Rugrats in Paris, and Rugrats Go Wild, are better than all the SpongeBob movies. I like the first SpongeBob movie, and I can probably say I love it, but I don't love it more than any Rugrats movies. And I'm gonna be honest, after that first SpongeBob movie, I don't like any of them. I don't like any movie past the first one. But Rugrats in Paris, and Go Wild, love all 3. Now we finna get into some theme song unpopular opinions. Well, I only got one. You know what? Two, I got another I just thought off the dome. My first theme song, unpopular opinion, Kim Possible has the best theme song from Disney Channel. Live action or animated, Kim Possible's theme song is just like that. And you see, there are some contenders. You got the Proud Family, American Dragon, Jake Long, Hannah Montana, Austin and Ally. Disney has great theme songs, but none of them topping Kim Possible's. None. That's one of the best cartoon theme songs of all time. I don't care. And my second point to the theme songs, unpopular opinions. Listen, the Ben 10 theme song is overrated. Listen. I like it. I enjoy it. If it's on, I will sing along, snap my finger, tap my feet. But it's not better than a lot of other theme songs. Like, I literally made a list of theme songs that I think is better than Ben 10's. I'm gonna read y'all the list actually. Johnny Test has a better theme song. Kim Possible has a better theme song. Proud Family, What's New Scooby-Doo, Danny Phantom. Pokemon is an anime, but I still put it here. Sonic X is an anime, but I still put it here. Spectacular Spider-Man, Rocket Power, TMNT 2003, Teen Titans, 16, American Dragon, Jake Long. And yeah, those are just a couple theme songs I think are better than Ben 10's. Next unpopular opinion I have for y'all is that American Dad is buns. I'm sorry. Every time I see people on my TL or my FYP hyping it up and posting clips and scenes, I always have a straight face. I'm dead serious looking at it. I don't get the appeal for American Dad. I've always felt like American Dad was just a wannabe Family Guy. I'm gonna be real. Whenever I looked at American Dad, I always thought, why would I watch this when I could just watch Family Guy? And there has been times where I watched American Dad without the Family Guy glasses on, where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch this as its own thing. And once again, I don't get it. I just don't like it. I don't get the appeal for American Dad. Matter of fact, when it comes to American Dad, when it goes viral and stuff like that, it only really blows up because of Steve and the music he sings in the show. It never really blows up for the moments, for the comedy, for snippets, none of that. Just Steve's music. And I know there's going to be people that say, oh, American Dad is funnier than Family Guy now. Family Guy lost it. Bop, bop, bop. I don't think so. I still enjoy Family Guy right now. Modern Family Guy still hit for me. Well, it don't hit as hard as it used to, but it's still funny. I still laugh at it. I'll tell you one thing, I laugh at it more than I laugh at American Dad. Leading into my next cartoon unpopular opinion about adult cartoons, listen, King of the Hill is the most boring cartoon of all time. Every single time I try to watch this show, I want to go to sleep. As a kid, when Adult Swim came on and I heard King of the Hill's theme song, I was nodding off. I tried fighting and forcing myself to stay up during this show, and I couldn't. It's so boring. It's so slow. It's so ew. And every time I see someone defending this show, I always look at them with a straight face like, are you serious? Are you really in my face defending King of the Hill? Really? The show is boring. It's boring as hell. Easing into the next unpopular opinion I have is that Ben and Rook, I feel like, is a better duo than Ben and Kevin. There's something about Ben and Rook's synergy and their friendship and their bond that I really, really love. We see Ben go from not caring about Rook, not really wanting to be around Rook, thinking he's pretty weird, to in later episodes of Omniverse, Ben actually loves Rook. He's down to go places with him. He wants Rook around. I believe there's even moments where he misses the guy. And I feel like it's more so because we got to see their bond flourish and grow that I kind of prefer them over Ben and Kevin. Now, I'm not saying Ben and Kevin is a bad duo or I don't like them, because I love them too as a pair. They're very entertaining and they have a great bond. It's just, I feel like Ben and Rook was more fleshed out than Ben and Kevin. But that could also be because Ben and Rook is a duo. Ben and Kevin were a part of a trio with Gwen. So we got more trio-esque moments with them where they're bouncing off of each other and Gwen, or we had to focus on Ben with Gwen or Ben with Kevin instead of just strictly Ben and Kevin, like with Omniverse where we just got Ben and Rook. But yeah, Ben and Rook is better than Ben and Kevin, just to me. Woo! Cartoon Network fans, y'all finna hate me for this, but I don't care. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you already know. I think Regular Show is so overrated. So super duperly overrated. And this is not me saying the show is ass or is bad, because I know that's how a lot of y'all perceive the word overrated, is someone calling it bad or trash. No, Regular Show is a good show. I really enjoy Regular Show. I've binged the show willingly a few times. But when people call it top 10 for Cartoon Network, that's where I have a problem. I do not think Regular Show is a top 10 Cartoon Network cartoon. It's just not. I can name 10 Cartoon Network shows that I think is better than Regular Show. Matter of fact, I will tell y'all my top 10 Cartoon Network shows right now because it's in my notes. Going from 10 to number 1. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Chowder, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, Adventure Time, 16, Ben 10, Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls, and my favorite cartoon of all time, The Amazing World of Gumball. Once again, don't get it twisted. Regular Show is not bad. It's not ass. It's definitely a top 15 Cartoon Network cartoon, but it's not top 10. And realize, me saying it's top 15 is not bad, because Cartoon Network has a wide variety of cartoons and shows to pick from. So saying that Regular Show is top 15 is a flex. I don't know. It just doesn't hit that hard for me how it hits for everyone else. I don't know. Okay, so I know y'all probably won't be able to tell, but my camera stopped recording and I was explaining my second to last unpopular opinion. So if I just brush over it real quick, then I apologize, but I'm kind of pissed. My second to last unpopular opinion was that I feel like South Park is the best adult cartoon of all time. Yes, I think it's funnier than Family Guy. I think it's funnier than American Dad, The Boondocks, Rick and Morty, and all them other popular shows. South Park is just, I think it's handled better with the type of comedy it has, the jokes within it. The characters are really, really well fleshed out. And yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate more into it because like I said, I recorded me really getting into it, but yeah. Damn, I'm mad about that because I was really spitting, having a good, deep conversation about why I feel this way about South Park, but I don't feel like reiterating. And for my final unpopular opinion, I think Young Justice is a better show than Teen Titans. Now, this has always been a popular conversation within us cartoon fans, superhero fans, or whatever. A lot of people say Teen Titans is better, but I don't think so. I think you could say Teen Titans is the more enjoyable series. I'll definitely agree because 9 times out of 10 I would turn on Teen Titans before I turn on Young Justice because it has that fun, lighthearted, feeling that Young Justice sometimes tends to avoid. And I'm not saying Teen Titans is like Teen Titans Go level lighthearted or whatever, but compared to Young Justice, it ain't dark at all. And Teen Titans is dark, so that's saying something. I just feel like Young Justice is a more mature, better structured, and has darker themes and concepts than Teen Titans does. Young Justice goes hard in the paint with its writing, with its action, with its dialogue, with the characters. All of that from Young Justice clears Teen Titans. And it's so hard to say that because Teen Titans is one of the best superhero cartoons of all time. I love it, and it's definitely very close to Young Justice, but I feel like structurally, Young Justice is a better show. And I also feel like Young Justice just has a more cohesive story from episode to episode instead of having like these one-off stories every episode like most cartoons do, so I do think that's also a plus. But I am going to try to end this video right now because I would hate for my camera to stop recording again and I'd be pissed all over again. So yeah, those are just a couple of my cartoon unpopular opinions that I have that I know majority of people are not going to agree with, and that's perfectly fine. What I said is not meant to be set in stone. You don't have to agree. I tried recording my outro twice and my camera stopped recording both times, so I'm going to make this outro quick. I appreciate you guys for locking into this video and hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all that other good YouTube bitches, as it really helps me out. And if we still have TikTok, follow me there at Finding Miko. Follow me on Instagram at finding.miko, and I will see you guys, my fellow toonologists, in the next video.